Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California. Yes, the one that feeds thousands of hummingbirds many times a day. It's amazing how many we have, but today I want to talk about dangers on hummingbird feeders, and some of you may not be aware of this. I'm going to ask everybody who is feeding hummingbirds to go to the store and purchase a hummingbird feeder. The worst thing you can do is make a hummingbird feeder and end up ending a hummingbird's life, which is happening too many times in too many places. And I'll explain what is going on in a second, because these feeders are absolutely deadly. Hummingbird feeders can cost as low as $4, unless you go to a dollar store and you can get them for $1, on up to whatever you want to spend. They come in elaborate styles, all kinds of beautiful designs. You can get them for $50, $60, hand-blown glass. That's okay, because all those feeders that you are buying, if you look at them, the hummingbird flies over and either lands on a perch or hovers and feeds down. That is very important. Now, some of you are going to say, hey, wait a minute, lady. You've been making a ton of your own hummingbird feeders. I do make a lot of them, but if you know what you're doing, that's okay. And a lot of people don't understand on some of the feeders they're making the issues that is with them. So as I was saying, the hummingbird feeders that we buy generally have a reservoir on the bottom and there's a bottle on the top. Some of them don't have a bottle, just the bottom reservoir. Then the hummingbird comes, sits or hovers, and angles down to feed. That is very important. So the hummingbird is lapping, like a kitten who would go lap some milk from a bowl, or a puppy that laps out of a bowl. They're lapping through there. Their tongue is going in and out. It's a double tongue, and they're whipping it in, and they're getting their food that way. That is perfect. That's the way it should be. Now, there are some of the feeders that people are making, they're not really paying attention. In fact, some of them are so bad that I will show you a picture on what happens when you make these special hummingbird feeders and they're not correct, because the gravity is pulling down the nectar out of them, but it's not pulling it in the right direction. The hummingbird won't know. He or she will have no clue on what's going on, because in the wild, you will see hummingbirds go to a flower, go up to a trumpet-type flower and feed from underneath. That is fine. They're sucking the nectar or pollen out. Sometimes they're looking for insects, because those are the 3 major things they eat. But when they go to your feeder and they don't realize what's going on, if they cannot get that washed off quick enough, that could be the last day of their life. So as I was saying, 90% of the feeders that are out there on the market today, I've looked through them, are really good. You can get any one that fits your fancy that you want to put outside. I like plastic because the heavy glass ones swing around and they drop, they break, and they do drop periodically. I also try to keep them in the shade, or I make covers for them now, which works fantastic. So this way they're covered from the rain and they're covered from the hot sun. You can do that too. It'll only cost you about $1 or $2, if that. The feeders I'm referring to are feeders that are mainly made out of bottles. People make it out of their own bottles, and a lot of them are soy sauce bottles. When you tip them over, it's working in the same fashion that a water bottle for a hamster or a mouse or your guinea pig or your rabbit is designed for. In other words, those for your rabbit or your guinea pig have a ball in it, and it comes down the tube and they lick it, and the ball goes up and the water comes down and they lick it as much as they want, and when they're done, the ball falls back down and it stops the water from flowing out. Some of them are gravity fed. They don't have a ball. So when they lick it, you will see, look under the water bottle, the water drips out. That's okay. It's water. It's just water. So that's not going to hurt your friendly little pet at home. But for a hummingbird, if they get the nectar, if they take their beak and they stick it in the hole that's there, and they start to lap with that double tongue, what's going to happen is the sugar water drips down their face, down their body, and all over them. They literally can get covered in sugar water And then if they can't find a quick bath to get it off, their feathers will get sticky, they will stick together, they will either no longer be able to fly or no longer be able to drink anymore. Those are absolutely bad. Anything that causes a hummingbird to get the sugar water that causes it to run down their face is to their demise. Let's just put it that way. There's no way around it. We actually found one that time. Kitty was with me and she found it and it was covered in sugar water. It was sticky as could be.
Fortunately, we washed him off and we saved him and we released him back into the wild.
So any bottle that a hummingbird has to stick its beak into to release like that air pocket to make the water flow or the nectar flow, you don't want something like that, because if it gets on them and they can't get it off, that's the end of their life. Now, some of you are saying, wait a minute, you make a ton of hummingbird feeders. I do. I make them out of peanut butter cups, ice cream containers, little ramekins, any small container, but my containers are more like a cup and they're sitting on the edge and they're dipping down like a dog or a cat to lap it up. That's perfectly fine. If you want to make the dots, I've got the videos on making the dots, making the peanut butter cups, making the ice cream containers. I'll tell you, out of all of those, I think the ice cream container is one of their #1, and the dots are close to #1. That is also one of their favorites, because they love sitting on the edge of something and bending down and being able to see all the way around. So think about the feeders that you're going to get. Make sure it doesn't cause a waterfall of sugar water to come down on them, and then you should be good to go. But just if you're new, I would say just go get a nice feeder, either from the dollar store, and I'll tell you, the Walmart brand or First Nature, well, that's a really good one. It's a simple feeder. They sit on the edge. I love giving the hummingbirds a feeder where they can sit, relax, kick back, and take a drink, and they hang out longer too if they have a place to sit. And that should be perfectly fine. Look it over, use common sense, and I think you'll know what will work for them. So with that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. And make sure you feed the hummingbirds safely so you can enjoy them for many years to come, and let them bring their family to you too. So then you could end up with 1,000 or more.